Lace up the shoes, chase W's, murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, Coach, it is a warm and pretty picturesque late summer afternoon at Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Down, 50, plant.
March by 4. Exit, exit. Check 50, check 50. Switch, switch.
Blue draw, Corker.
25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on.
Second and long. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man, Boyd. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. 98 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The Titans take over first and 10
Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there, and just to clarify, it is not fourth down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. And
he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 82 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Check your hot read.
Hey, high 7.
52.
Now.
Man, I got you.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Let's go.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Set. 8, read.
Here we go. Kill.
A 1st down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ready,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our field.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
52 Stay with you.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Now.
Play action. It's Tannehill. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mixon with a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Bengals 14, Titans 7.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Watch the run. Sponge.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Open man is Uzama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Come on. You better bring it.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run it with Johnson. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Derrick Henry. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Smith! Yes! Ready?
Now a first down throw. Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Henry. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're going to look to throw. Finding Green complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Now Joe Mixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Set, ready? 60 or.
I don't think you got it, son.
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock kicks it off
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie.
Now it's Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Go. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Let's go.
At their own 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Set. 30 base.
55, Mike. Bandit. Bandit.
Go.
Now back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On first down, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 12, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
18 on the play. And the Titans first down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, let go. Don't be scared of it. Deep grip.
Tannehill on first down. It's caught. Humphreys. The end result, 21 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check nine.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans
70,
offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Delta.
To throw is Tannehill. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Sam Hubbard able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Titans 14.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey,
Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 24, check 24.
get it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back, and that he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken right around the 44. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
You're out. Hey, Haywood. Check there.
What's the edge?
Under crunch. Big grip.
Now Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Titans.
Break.
Mike 5-2. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball. Hey, alert three.
Check. Team spell. Check. Fresno. Ready.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Get him, boy.
13-yard line.
Set. 10 logo.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, box drop.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Let him know. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going.
Hey.
Hey, I'm coming. Let's go.
Again, it's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Check pass. 25. Check.
And the blitz does come. And it's caught. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And 12 at the 23.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to John Ross. and goal at the 2-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A loss of 2 there, second down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Check, 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 check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now. Get it.
Now it's Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 or.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 20.
5.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And the
Let's go.
Titans
10-2
first
stop.
down.
Leo. Ready?
On first down, it's Henry, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Ready, set. Go on. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays